The last chapter in Camtasia Pro is screen animation, chapter 12. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by giving you a free asset that you can use that is a monitor. So it'll look like your video is playing inside a monitor. And then what we'll do is we'll take that and we'll animate that monitor in three-dimensional space so we can zoom in and rotate on your video. To start, download the dark monitor file and then drag it into Camtasia. Choose the library where you want it to go and choose import. Now what I'll do is I'll just right click this and add it to the timeline at the playhead. I want to have a background for this, so I'm going to move this up a track, go to the Camtasia library, and I'll choose a motion background. You can see in this asset that there is a placeholder for you to put your video. So the next thing we'll want to do is find a video that we want to put in that placeholder. I'll grab this screen draw recording. Now this video takes about a minute and I don't want it to play that long. In fact, it's rather slow. So I'm going to go to my visual effects and I'm going to add clip speed to this clip. And I'm going to go over to the properties panel and change the speed to make it play 6 times faster than it was originally. Now it doesn't quite end at the same time with the morphing triangle, so I'll just trim that last little bit so that everything ends at the same time. All right, so let's zoom in on this. And now what I want is for that video to replace the placeholder video. In Camtasia 2020, what I'll do is I'll click and drag this into the group. So I'll just drag this to the bar here, it expands, and then I'll drop it right here into the placeholder. In Camtasia 2021, what I'll do is I will cut it, I will open up the group, I'll paste it in the group, and then I'll drag it to the placeholder. Now as I play through, I see it playing on the monitor, and I think that looks great to start. Let's now animate this monitor. I'm going to put a few different animations in here. So I'm going to go here toward the beginning, make sure I have the dark monitor element selected, and I'll do Shift A to add one there. I'll add one here, and one here. So I'll have 4 different animations. And usually I like to have shorter animations, but for animating like this, I'm going to make these longer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look and find a place where I want to highlight something. Maybe, yeah, to about this point is where I want that first animation. So that first animation is going to be a little bit longer. And then for the second one, we'll go down to where the pens are. Yeah, right about there. That's perfect. For the third one, we'll want to go off to the right. And then for that fourth one, we'll just wrap it up there at the end. So for this first one, I want to look here. Then I went to this point where I found something down here at the bottom. Then I noticed over here something was happening to the right. So now with these 4 placed, what I want to do is move my playhead to the end of the first animation. And I said I really want to focus in on this area. And what I want to do first is rotate this. Now here's a new keyboard shortcut. If you hold Control and Shift on your keyboard and then click, I'll click up here in the upper left and I'll drag it down. You can see that I'm rotating this in 3-dimensional space. So I don't want to rotate it too much where it's crazy, but I'll drag it down to maybe like this position. And then I want to zoom into that area. So let me change my scale to about 150. And I'll move it to, yeah, right about here. So let's see how this first one plays out. So we can see ourselves zooming in to this point, and then a new animation happens. So let's go to that animation. I said for this animation, I want to zoom in down here. So I'm going to again rotate by doing Control and Shift, and I'm going to rotate this thing up like this. And again, I'm going to scale it up. So I'm going to go to 200% this time. And then I'll just slide this so I'm looking here at the pens at the bottom. And then I'll go to the next position where I said I want to look at what's happening here on the right. So again, I'll hold down Shift and Control, and I'll rotate this way and maybe a little bit this way. Actually, I want to look at the top, so I'm going to grab it and look more toward the top. And then of course I want to zoom in like I did before, so I'll go back to 150, slide it so it's looking here at the top. And then it zooms back to the original. So let's look at this. Let's play through this and see how cool this looks. So if you have a video, a demo, and you want to go, you say, look at this thing over here, and then we're going to slide down here and look at what's happening there. Then we'll jump up here and see what's happening, and then we'll zoom back. So that's a really slick way to have an animated screen where you're zooming in and panning down and then sliding over to another area. I think it looks really cool if you're doing a demo or a promotional video to have this play through like that. I hope you love this trick and can apply it to your videos as well. Be sure to download that free resource. And if you want more tips and tricks just like this, be sure to check out the Camtasia Pro course. There you'll learn how to create professional looking videos inside Camtasia. You'll create these videos using hands-on activities, and you can download all the videos and the project files that I show inside the course. Head over to cammastery.com/pro to learn how you can sign up for that course today. I'll see you inside the course.